The years and calories stacked up. Most men would have got older and fatter. Yet for all he consumed, George only got thinner as he washed from town to town. Tapeworm. Tonight he plied his trade with some grannies and orderlies in a nursing home. His harmonica filled the room with joy.
Wow.
After devouring 3 helpings of pork chops and mashed potatoes, he eyed the plate of the old woman.
British people have the nicest voices.
Down his chin.
Go ahead, Georgie,
She said.
you're such a good boy. You shouldn't have to starve.
But George had not had his fill. Early the next morning, he was already on the freeway with his thumb in the air.
Where are you headed?
Said the man in the truck.
Nowhere.
Said George.
Anywhere.
It was a new decade, and tonight George played to an all but empty bar in the city. He had lost a lot of weight. Afterwards, the only woman in the joint took the stool next to him and asked him his name. The bartender leaned over the counter. You don't know this guy, Mary. George is famous. Been all over the tri-state area. With a wink, he added, man's insatiable. And that night, George proved it as he buried his face in Mary's beaver. Holy woodland creatures! Attaboy, George! Attaboy, George! Play that harmonica, she cried. But even after 5 trips to heaven and back, he had not had his fill. The morning after was an awkward affair as they stared at each other over coffee. One wanted to feel more.
What the hell is this story?
In his final days, George was all skin and bones. I can relate, except for the skin part. His last meal had been a mistake. It was on a sidewalk one night in a small suburban town that he came across the boy. Hungrily, and with an agonized grimace, he opened his mouth to beg for help. Out came a cacophony of wheezes and toots, but the boy understood.
Wait, you mean Jorge ate his harmonica?
Once he was alone, George Reed looked at the candy bar he held in one hand and began to cry.
This is such a weird story.
They found George's half-eaten body in a market next town over. In one hand he held a knife, in the other a fork. Chunks of flesh had been torn from his chest and his arms. Blood framed an eerie smile. The wind that morning blew fierce, and as it whistled through the hole he'd carved out of his own neck, the harmonica man played his last song in this world. There were Gawkers, and many knew him. They shared stories of how he'd filled them with hope, filled them with life. They, at least, had had their fill. Especially Mary.
Especially Mary, she got ate it out.
Our goat. Then let's put up some lights of our own. Would you kindly bust a cap in those mother fudges before they douse the lights? Talking about you kidnapping before.
I didn't kidnap her.
You hauled her out of a skip. Isn't that illegal in some states? What did she say?
Nothing. Not for weeks. I was afraid to even touch her, you know? Like she didn't belong to me. To anyone.
But something changed.
There was a phone call.
Uh-huh. What the hell? This game is so weird, like shitting demons, that's your save point.
We've got company.
this. Good. Suddenly, she slams her fork down and says, "Don't answer it!"
Creepy.
First thing she ever said to me. But I got to take the call. Johnson, you should have seen her. She jumped out of her chair, ran to the phone, and ripped it right off the wall.
Whoa.
Then she came and put her arms around me and started crying. It was the craziest, weirdest, sexiest thing I have ever seen. I have been hers ever since.
Where the hell do I go? Well, the only places. Wait, there's this stupid door.
What? Demons don't like teeth?
The gun laws here are very strict. Haven't you wondered why they don't shoot back? You and I are violating almost every rule in the book. Heck, I'm practically made of teeth.
Okay.
Expecting any phone calls?
No, siree. Maybe it's from Paula.
Or at least someone with answers. Dios mío. Paula, is that you? When will this fucking torture end? Ah!
From hottie to hamburger, just like that.
Huh. Damn. He has some pretty strong leg muscles.
Fireworks! We could use these to chase away the darkness, at least in short bursts. Just look at them. Fiery sprinkles in a great big chocolatey sky.
Johnson, shut up.
how the hell do I get my drink? My drink. I need my drink, son.
What the shit is that?
Let's take a closer look.
No, I don't want to.
Well, howdy ho! Name's Christopher. Now don't y'all be afraid. I ain't gonna bite. Trust me. You see, I'm what you call a mixture of beast and human. Oh, best of both worlds, my pappy said. But what are you doing around these parts? Ain't you immortal?
Why should I tell you? All I see is demon.
Well, shucks. You gotta look underneath the leathery exterior. Deep down, I am a sensitive and understanding listener.
Some asswipe named Fleming stole my girl and took her to his castle.